Good morning. I have taken this video a few times, and every time I do, I make some changes and want to do it again. So that's what this is going to be. This is the collection of things that got me hooked on Rae Dunn. I avoided it as long as I could, and then once I got into it, I got really hooked, and I'm trying to hold myself back now until I at least see what's going on for Halloween. But this was the piece that got me right here. And the thing I enjoy the most about Rae Dunn pottery is the humor in the by putting the obvious word on something with those long letters. It just makes me laugh. So it's a hanging pot. I took the jute off because around here the birds will just eat the jute for nesting material, and then it'll fall. So I replaced it with some black plastic coated wire. And then on the same day that I found that, I also found the black tweet birdhouse, which got me started on the birdhouses. The other black pots were at the same Home Goods, and they were not expensive at all, and I bought them just to fill this out. And then I had also found at the same time, same trip, this sprout, a Rae Dunn pot in black. And what I did, my mother grew spider plant in one of the beds of her garden, and she announced that she was having it taken out. So I went out and got myself a plant, and I've been kind of nursing it along ever since then. That was years ago. And what I did was put the plant in the plant, and you can see it wasn't very robust, but it's about tripled its size since I put it here. Managed to keep one of the babies attached, and this is a flowering stalk here. I could probably take that off. And then there were two other babies, and I took those and put those down here in the sprout. So everything's doing great. These particular pots, this one and the plant pot up here, don't have, and the black ones for that matter that I bought to go with it, don't have drainage holes. So what I had to do is put a layer of gravel at the bottom. And then I just am careful with my watering to make sure that I don't water too much. But they're doing fine. Later on in the hunt, I found the chirp birdhouse, so I had to add that. And then I think the most recent thing I found was the little black pot that says grow, which really doesn't, I don't have anything just yet. It's kind of crooked, isn't it? I don't have anything just yet that will grow in there for very long, so I haven't put anything in there. Then one trip I found this stand at Home Goods, and I might have said Home Depot for the other. It was all at Home Goods. I have always wanted ferns. I've always wanted to grow ferns, and I've wanted a collection of ferns. And then I saw this. It was only $29.99 for the stand and the container. I think it's actually supposed to be a beverage container for parties, but I bought it, went to, I think to Lowe's to find a fern for it, and they had these on sale for like $9, $8.98, something like that. I said, well, that's coming home with me. And so that started my little fern collection here. And then after that, both Lowe's and Trader Joe's have had really good, inexpensive collections of ferns this spring. So I went to, I think, Home Depot and bought just some of these inexpensive plastic pots. I got 2 of the big ones and 4 of the smaller ones for $25. And I think they look just fine in there with the rest of it. And I don't know, at Lowe's, all of the ferns were labeled adiantum, which is a maidenhair. I think that one might have been. But all these others, this one was a Lowe's, and there's another one of those that was labeled adiantum, and then I have another fern somewhere. I've lost one. But anyway, it was funny because they were all labeled the same thing and clearly were not the same. But that's all right. I don't need to know what they are. Anyway, I know it was this, and then I was able to find this one. It's a staghorn. When I was doing staghorn ferns back 40 years ago, a fern like that would cost you $100, and I was able to get it for, I think, $9.99, probably at Trader Joe's. At the same time, I was able to get this. It's another one that would have been very expensive 40 years ago. It's a rabbit's foot fern. And these little feet, this is how it spreads and reproduces, will come out over the pot eventually. I'm looking forward to that. And then this is not a fern. This is a begonia. I was really into begonias 40 years ago. And this was one that was a favorite that I could never successfully grow. And I saw this, it was at Trader Joe's for well under $10. And I said, okay, let's try it again. Let's see, I want to say like $6.99. So I'm going to try it again. Everything's doing so well here. All of this has been here for 4 or 5 months. And it's doing fine. This could be trimmed back some. Take out some of the not variegated stuff to keep bushiness. This has been putting out lots of new growth. The grape ivy in the back has been putting out a lot of growth. I'm kind of hoping it flops pretty soon. So I just finished this yesterday, putting it, I had the new ferns, I potted it all up. All the plastic black is new. And let me move back some. And see if I can get an attractive shot of what that all looks like. Part of the black was the nest birdhouse.